Lisa Newman with Christopher Newton, and he is 45, and he works for Impact Sports Services, and he's the owner. He's the boss of the Impact Sports Services, and it's a floor thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So, what are some major health concerns that you have?
I am overweight and I have high blood pressure.
Are there ways that you know you can prevent these health concerns or other concerns like obesity?
Are there ways? Yes, there are ways to prevent by eating healthier and exercising more.
If you need to find out more about a specific health issue, what do? Please be specific.
I like to go to webmd.com because they have a lot of information about a lot of different health topics.
What do you think is the biggest health concern for facing our country?
Obesity.
Explain.
No.
Oh. What are some things that you do to help monitor your health?
I weigh myself and I check my blood pressure and I go to the doctor every 6 months.
Jinx. How do you monitor your food and water intake now?
I don't.
How would you help get the word out about this lifestyle change?
I would tell people.
How do you think your media influences of what concerns we have for our health?
I think they give out a lot of good information on what foods are healthy to eat and what foods are bad to eat. And sometimes I think they scare people into trying to be healthy.
Okay, so let's go back in time to when you were a little kid. How old were you when you were a little kid? Like a lot of different ages. So did you have any diseases when you were a little kid, and what?
I have never had any diseases in my life.
Now, how did your family health history affect your life?
My family has a history of high blood pressure, and I think that's why I have it. Other than that, that's about it.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
What are some major health concerns that you have?
I have high blood pressure. I have high cholesterol. I have some rapid heartbeat. I have some thyroid issues that I have to take a pill for.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. And I have, my family history has something called CREST.
What is that?
And it has Raynaud's syndrome. It's when your fingers get all blue and you have bad circulation. And sometimes it affects your other organs in your body. And it actually is what killed my Aunt Pat, is her Raynaud's syndrome and CREST.
Move on to the next question. I'm moving on.
Okay. Moving on to the next question.
Are there ways that you know you can prevent these health concerns or other concerns like obesity?
Yes. So I know that I could prevent my high blood pressure and my high cholesterol from losing about 30 pounds Mommy would need to lose to get that back in check. And then I wouldn't have to take those pills. I think the thyroid and the CREST and Raynaud's syndrome are all hereditary, though. So those are kind of inevitable for me.
If you need to find out more about a specific health issue, what do? Please be specific. Don't let them say, look on the internet, because we have already learned that not everything on the internet is reliable. They should tell you a specific site if they use the internet as a source.
Yes.
What?
Yes, I go to my doctor and I ask questions and then read books that my doctor recommends that I read. And I also maybe would go to the internet and do some research. I would also maybe go to a specialist. For example, I have to go to a rheumatologist to find out about my CREST.
What the frig is that?
It's a specialist. They specialize in certain kinds of medicine.
Okay, what do they do?
Or a cardiologist works on just your heart, right? So
Okay.
you go to your doctors and your specialists.
Okay. What do you think is the biggest health concern for facing our country?
I do think that obesity is the biggest health concern facing our country because the American diet is high in carbs and calories and processed foods. And I think we need to get back to eating foods right from the ground or right from the source as much as possible without having injected it with hormones and put all kinds of food dyes in it and to make it look more attractive and things like that.
What are some things that you do to help monitor your health?
I take my pills every day. Especially, it's hard.
Wait, you take drugs?
Yes, I take my pills for my medication.
You took a pill?
I take 3 pills a day for high blood
That's
pressure.
drugs.
Yes, all pills are drugs, honey. I take
Don't
aspirin.
do that anymore.
Well,
don't
I
do
have
that
to,
anymore.
or else I'll be very sick.
Don't do that anymore. It's called a drug. People should never take drugs.
Well, I do. What do I do? I mean, I could wear my Fitbit, right? What do I do to monitor my health? I keep track of my weight. I try to eat better with my diet. I track the calories like you did the other day with the calorie tracker.
Okay. Oh, how do you monitor your food and water intake now?
I try to make sure I drink at least 5 or 6 glasses of water a day, and I keep a log in my head of what I've eaten for the day, and make sure it's balanced with fruits and vegetables and less white carbs.
Okay. Oh, how would you help get the word out of this lifestyle change?
How would I help get the word out about this lifestyle change? I would tell my friends and family what I'm doing, if it's successful or not. For example, I don't seem to be able to stick to a diet, so I haven't really had much success yet. But I know that the lowering my carbs will make me lose weight.
Okay. How do you think the media influences of what concerns we have for our health?
I think it does a lot, especially now today. There's all those drug commercials, right, that tell you what drug to take for what ails you, and I think that is a big influencer on what people are taking and think is safe for their health.
Oh, did I just do question 8?
What is
How do you think the media influences?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
Yes. Question 9.
9 question. It says type your 9th question here. Type your 10th. Okay, let me think.
Okay, let's think. What is some good?
I'm trying to think.
Oh,
I need peace and quiet. Oh, have you ever had a serious disease like chickenpox and type 2 diabetes?
I've had chickenpox when I
What
was.
the frig? Say what?
Yeah, it was commonplace back when I was a kid to have chickenpox. There was no vaccine yet, and so I'm susceptible to shingles, which Grandma Terry gets all the time. Shingles.
I've never seen her get shingles.
Yes, you have. Anyway, I did have the chicken pox for sure, and I don't have any other big major diseases, but I'm worried that I have the Raynaud syndrome or CREST.
Okay, let me think of your last question.
I'm gonna keep working out on the treadmill.
Wait, be quiet. Trying to think. Sorry, this might take a while. Can you get some Jeopardy music on?
Think of another health-related question.
Health?
How about me working out with you?
Wait. Let me have some peace and quiet. Oh! How did your family health history affect your health life?
Well, it affects it a lot right now. Recently,
What are some major health concerns that you have?
Major health concerns, I would say my weight,
Okay.
which cholesterol will go along with that.
Next question?
Sure.
Are there ways that you know you can prevent these health concerns or other concerns like obesity?
Yes, actually, I can watch what I eat, how much I eat, as well as exercise.
You can read the food labels or something?
Certainly.
Yeah. If you need to find out more about a specific health issue, what do? Please be specific. Don't let them say look on the internet, because we have already learned that not everything on the internet is reliable. They should tell you a specific site if they use the internet as a source.
I will use the internet just to get a general overview, but other than that, I will talk to my doctor and ask specific questions.
Okay. What do you think is the biggest health concern facing our country?
I think in general it would be the obesity or overweight population.
That's what I was thinking too.
All right, great.
Oh, it's hot out.
It is.
What are some things that you do to help monitor your health?
I go to the doctor regularly and get testing and blood work with the doctor's advice.
How do you monitor your food and water intake now?
I do keep track how much water I drink, Food I don't measure or track at the moment, but I'm trying to get better about paying attention to how much I'm intaking.
How would you get the word about this lifestyle change?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
How would you help get the word out about this lifestyle
Oh,
change?
just talking and communicating like you and I are doing.
Okay. How do you think the media influences what concerns we have for our health?
I think the media kind of plays more into an advertising type role, so I'm not sure they're really being very helpful in these concerns.
So now I have to make up the last two questions. I already got one. So let's go back in time
Okay.
to the old days.
Okay.
And then, did you ever have a disease when you were a little kid, and what?
I have not. No.
Okay.
Pretty healthy as a
How
child.
does this is your last question. How did your family health history affect your health life?
I've had some cancer and heart issues in my family history, so I'm sure to talk to the doctor about those and monitor those closely as I age.
Okay, that's the end.
Great, thank you.
Hi, this is Ainsley Newton with Nikesha Carries, and she is 49, and she is a Seminole County Virtual School business keyboarding teacher, as you can see. Okay, so what are some major health concerns that you have?
I would say getting enough exercise.
Okay, are there ways that you can prevent these health concerns?
Yes, there is a way I can prevent my getting enough exercise. I can arrange for a buddy to work out with, which I have done actually just 2 weeks ago.
Okay, if you need to find out more about a specific health issue, what do? Please be specific.
Well, sometimes I look online for some information on some very valid sites that I know have good information. I also check with my doctor as well as some professionals at the gym.
What do you think is the biggest health concern facing our country?
I would say maybe not so much the obvious of obesity. I think stress management for children and adults alike.
What are some things that you do to help monitor your health?
I get regular checkups at the doctor, and I try to get enough sleep. And I have a Fitbit that I use to keep track of my sleeping hours and my walking minutes.
Some of my friends have those.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
How do you monitor your food and water intake now?
I do have a very large jug of water with times on it, and by each time of the day, I have to make sure that I drank that much water. And if it gets to that time and I haven't had that water, I have to chug till I get to that line.
How would you help get the word out about this lifestyle change?
I could do it on Facebook. I actually found the idea on Pinterest, and that's where I got the jug idea from. So I guess I could share it out on Facebook.
How do you think the media influences and what concerns we have for our health?
I think that they often will talk about fast food restaurants and how they're unhealthy, and I think that helps a lot of us become aware.
Okay. So our ninth question, I made this up. So let's go back in time. So when you were a little kid.
Oh, okay.
When your mom was saying you sleep and now you're stressed out. Okay, so did you have any diseases when you were a little kid, and what?
I did not have any major diseases. I had something called eczema on my skin, but I grew out of it as I got older, but I had it pretty bad.
Mm-hmm. Now your last question, which is your 10th, is how does your family health history affect your life?
Well, it surely affects my life because my family members will often talk about things that they have and what I should do to avoid getting those same things.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Bye, guys.